World energy resources. So the first one is coal. Coal remains the main energy source to produce electricity, and 26.5% of world's primary energy consumption is from coal, and 41% of electricity worldwide is from coal. So this chart gives us an idea about the world coal reserves. So please refer this chart. Each section in this pie chart refers to various countries. So this table gives us an idea about the coal reserves in the world during various years. So then we can classify this coal. The coal, based on the water content and carbon content or the energy content, it can be classified as brown coal and hard coal. This brown coal is again classified into lignite and subbituminous, and hard coal is classified into bituminous and anthracite. And the various uses of these types of coals are also being shown in this figure. So they can be used for electricity generation, then electricity generation, cement plants, industrial boilers, steel manufacturing, etc. And anthracite, that contains no fumes, so it can be used for domestic and industrial uses. Then world energy consumption. The world coal consumption was 3,732 metric tons in 2017. And China is the world's largest coal consumer, and India is the second largest coal consumer. India's coal production is projected to rise to 1,426 million metric tons by 2050. Then oil. Most of the oil extracted today has been formed from prehistoric organisms whose remains settled at the bottoms of oceans and lakes millions of years ago. And as layers of sediment covered them, the pressure on them increased, which in turn increased the temperature. This process changed their chemical composition, eventually transforming them into oil. So, for separating the crude oil into its boiling point fractions, we use the process called distillation. So, the various products made from a barrel of crude oil is being shown in this figure. That is asphalt, liquefied petroleum, jet fuel, diesel fuel and heating oil, gasoline and various other products. And LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, constitutes the lowest boiling point product from a refinery, and higher boiling fractions lead to most desirable distillate liquids such as gasoline, jet fuel, diesel fuel and fuel oil in the increasing order of boiling points. And asphalt is made from the residual fraction remaining after distillation. So we can classify it as light distillates, middle distillates and heavy distillates. Light distillates consist of C1 and C2 components: liquefied petroleum gas, light naphtha, gasoline, heavy naphtha. Middle distillates consist of kerosene, automotive and railroad diesel fuels, residential heating fuel and other light fuel oils. heavy distillates. It consists of heavy fuel oils, wax, lubricating oils, and asphalt. Then the crude oil reserves in the world. Venezuela has the highest reserve in the world. So please refer this table. Then crude oil consumption. So United States, it ranks first in the consumption rate, and various other countries' crude oil consumption are also being given in this table. So refer it. Next is natural gas. It is another fossil fuel resource that will continue making significant contribution to world energy. The cleanest of all fossil-based fuels, natural gas is plentiful and flexible. It is increasingly used in the most efficient power generation technologies. And it is a mixture of hydrocarbons by which the largest component is the simplest hydrocarbon, methane. This methane is colorless, odorless, and non-toxic gas which is lighter than air. And most of the natural gas has been discovered so far was almost certainly formed by biogenic processes similar to those that created oil. The share of natural gas in primary energy supply is expected to rise from 22% in 2010 to almost 25% in 2030. Next is the exploration and utilization of this natural gas. So refer this figure. The natural gas reserves in the world. Russia has the largest natural gas reserve. Then comes Iran, Qatar, and so on. The natural gas consumption, United States ranks the first. Next is hydropower. It is the energy derived from falling water or fast running water. Water mills are there. Then compressed air hydroelectricity. There are three types of hydro stations: run-off river, reservoir, and pumped storage. This is the energy route of hydro energy. This hydro energy is clean and renewable. Natural renewable energy is stored in high-level reservoir and used whenever needed. Hydropower is the leading renewable source for electricity generation globally. 71% of renewable electricity. So this is the energy route of hydro energy, that is the primary energy is converted to potential energy, then to kinetic energy, then gets converted to mechanical energy, electrical energy, then transmission and distribution, and final consumption. Then top hydropower capacity. So refer this table. This we can see the total capacity and the production rate of various countries. Then top hydropower producing countries. China ranks the first. Next is nuclear power. Around 11% of world's electricity is generated by about 450 nuclear power reactors. Uranium is the main source of fuel for nuclear reactors, and to produce nuclear fuel from the uranium ore, uranium has to be enriched and formed into pellets which are loaded into the reactor fuel rods. The heat generated by that fission chain reaction contained within a nuclear reactor produces steam to drive turbines and produce electricity. Then countries with uranium reserves. Australia has the highest. Then top nuclear energy generating countries. USA ranks the first in production. Next is solar power. It is the conversion of energy from sunlight to electricity. So this is a table giving the production of solar energy by various countries. Then wind power. It is the use of airflow through wind turbines. Here the kinetic energy is converted to mechanical energy. The commercial production of wind turbine generators has commenced by the late 1980s. Installed wind power capacity by country. China has the highest, then United States, Germany, India, Spain, and so on. Then biomass energy. It is the organic matter derived from biological organisms. That is, biomass is the organic matter derived from biological organisms, and biomass can be converted to heat, gaseous fuels, solid fuels, organic chemicals, liquid fuels.